Afternoon, afternoon, afternoon. There is a part two to the DC squatter mess. Um, some of y'all may have an idea on what it's about and whatever. Some of y'all may not. But this is uh, this is MG, the mortgage guy, and so happens some reason the squatter now wants to play victim. Why? I don't know. Secondly, I do not care. With that being said, let's hit play.
DC squatter is evicted and the internet isn't buying.
The reason I'm currently off camera because I'm actually eating right now, but I will come back on camera.
What she's trying to sell. She's trying to go out here on the internet and play the victim card. And you know what? Nobody's buying that right now. So welcome back to the channel, Matt Garland, NMLS number 58700, better known as MG the Mortgage Guy. Happy Sunday to all. Let's talk about this, man, because this story has been going crazy, literally going crazy all over the internet. And you know, I did a video on this, a reaction video on this. Check the live replays on my channel so you can get caught up. But here's a brief for those of you who are not in the know. Here's a brief. The victim, well, she's claiming to be the victim, right? The squatter. Her name is Shadija Romero. She rented an Airbnb, then stopped paying, and claimed to be a tenant to avoid eviction. The outcome, this December 11th, a DC judge ruled she was not a tenant and she was evicted the same day. You know, if you look at this previous video I did on this, you know, they went live, they filmed it.
Not only did the woman get evicted in the same day, this woman had her eviction on the local news. I want y'all to think about that.
Like, it's all over the place, right? But now, Miss Romero is claiming to be a victim. Okay, look, guys.
How are you gonna be a victim being a squatter?
Buckle up. Let's hear what she has to say. Let's bring this to the stage. Right? That's what I want to do this. I want to do it like this. All right. Let's listen to her.
Introducing the X-Tool Apparel Printer. It's the all-in-one solution for your apparel printing needs. It prints any design on any fabric. Look at these flawless prints.
All right. Let's listen to her.
I have had people reaching out to the stores that my products in. I've had people reaching out to the schools that I have mentored girls in. I've had people reaching out to organizations that I've done free events for. Mind you, about 98 to 99% of the work that I have done has been from me. Even when I've needed help, I've helped because I've always thought there's somebody out here worse than me. Today in court, it was proven, or it was admitted, that the false narrative that I have been staying at a place since February and that someone has been trying to get me out since March, it was untrue. It was not true. The narrative that I have been staying at a place since February and had not made a payment since March, that was also untrue. It was admitted on record that payments had been received up until the end of September. Now there is a payment in question. Somehow that payment wasn't received. I don't know, but there's a payment there's only one payment in question. So the narrative that I have been staying at a place since March and not making any payments. It was untrue. Documentation was provided that showed that I did not initiate the switching from Airbnb to direct payments to the owner, and some scheme to circumvent a process that wasn't the case. Those direct payments were sent, those direct links were sent willingly. Not only willingly, but they were initiated by the other party.
Let me stop it right here. I really feel like, look, here's the bottom line. I can't take anything that she's saying worth the truth, right? The court clearly found you was squatting. You were not a tenant.
You was a squatter.
Also said that there was some fake sales and receipts and things like that made, right?
I'm still here, y'all.
Right? The bottom line is, there's no way someone's going to try to kick you out if you are paying rent.
Exactly.
And
so tell it lie to somebody else.
Showing all the proof. And for her to come on here crying and playing the victim, I don't know about y'all, but usually I have empathy for things like this to a certain extent. But this just feels like she's just really trying to pull at people's heartstrings.
Straight up.
And it's just not being truthful and honest about what really happened. Let me shut up. Let's go back to this.
Although it was decided that I don't have tenant rights.
Because you squatted. You see how she
Ma'am, you're a squatter. You have no rights.
That I don't have tenant rights.
You know word tenant.
What's untrue? Like, you're not a tenant. You rented an Airbnb and you stayed. Period. You wasn't welcome to stay. Period.
And to get on the news to say things that are untrue shows a lot about a person's character, and shows that they had malicious intent because they knew
Who are you talking
it
to?
would go on like this.
Oh.
And the thing about the truth is that the truth doesn't always, it's not heard as loud as the lie is. So the damage that this has caused, irreparable.
The damage this has caused, irreparable. Yo, does anybody know this? Know her? Like, does anybody know her? Like, I really want to know if anybody knows her, because I would love to get her on here and have a conversation with her. Because, yo, the damage that was caused. Yo, you are living in somebody's crib, not paying bills. You're not supposed to be there. You're supposed to be there for Airbnb. The homeowner, what about the damage that's being caused to the homeowner? What about the damage that's being caused to her, right? And for her to really sit here and be on this victim shit, it's so crazy.
Yeah, I don't get it
like
neither.
how she's just really out here, like, talking like this. I wouldn't even came online and did this video. Like, there's no good that this is going to do to help her.
I'm going to take some time away because, as I said, this has been the hardest. Everything that I do with my business, I do it with love. Everything I do with my nonprofit, I do it with love.
Nah, you can't be out here talking about you doing things with love and you doing this to someone else. This is vicious, man. This is straight up. I agree with you. This is straight up evil and wicked. I have no sympathy for her. Says,
Yep. No
I can't
sympathy, no
pronounce her
empathy.
name. Too Foxy. Too Foxy. Straight up evil and wicked. I have no sympathy for her. I have absolutely no sympathy. She has no love. This is not to me someone who's moving out of love. If you're doing things out of love and compassion, you don't treat people like this.
And I can't do either right now with the amount of pain that is in my heart.
Are you really crying?
First, check Kayak to search and compare flight prices from hundreds of sites to find a great deal. High prices put the holiday spirit in danger. Aldi just saves the holidays. Shop Aldi first and save. It's an Aldi thing.
Tap screen, please.
To make their
Please tap the
judgment,
screen.
to get the facts that the shit just wasn't true. Thank you to the people who made the decision and left comments, people who know me or who have known me. Fuck y'all. I want to say it to the face.
I guess fuck us.
I wish, as I always wish, I hope you know love up close. And the thing about it is when you know love up close, you move differently.
Nah, chill.
You find things about somebody. And
Really?
You don't do that.
No. When you know love up close, you don't go and squat in people's houses. Don't pay no bills. You damage the camera systems. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like you don't do all of this. Like when you know love up close, when you know love up close, you have compassion and empathy for others. You don't go in here and scam somebody like this. You don't go in here and live in somebody's property and not pay for it. You don't do that. If you know love up close and you running in hard times yourself, you have a conversation with the person and you try to make something work. Because her whole situation was about how her apartment got in fire, water damage, or something like that. Like, you work things out. You know, like this, if you moving with love, as she's saying, if you moving with that pure intention in your heart, you don't treat other people like this. Am I like? So like when she's speaking like this to me, like, and again, I don't know this lady from Adam and Eve. She could be a sweetheart person. She probably just made a mistake. I don't know, but this is bad. This is just terrible. Let's continue to play this.
Don't make fake pages and fake numbers directly. You don't do that when you're moving with love and when you know love up close. And because I know love up close, I know I will be okay. I might not be okay in this moment, but I will be because I have some people who will make sure that when I'm too deep in the trenches, they pull me out. That's all I got.
Man, I don't know, y'all. I don't know about y'all. Look, I hate. I try to have empathy for everyone. I'm a compassionate capitalist. I tell you guys this all the time. I am a compassionate capitalist. And what's her name again? Shadija Romero. I don't know her from Adam and Eve. I don't know what her heart posture is truly like outside of this particular situation. But if I am making an opinion and judgment based off of this particular situation that has been all over the news, and we're seeing the outcome of things, and we're seeing that a judge has sided with the landlord, with the homeowner, which in states like DC, New York, they rarely cite with a homeowner, right? They would have probably gave the tenant more time, but again, she wasn't a tenant, right? She was not a tenant.
Was never a
Started
tenant.
off at Airbnb. So I'm saying all this to say, like, her heart posture, I don't know what her heart posture has been like for her life and leading up to this. We all make mistakes. But this right here just sounds so delusional to me. It sounds so like I'm not taking accountability for my actions. I'm going to dwell on these one or two things, but the overall totality of everything, I'm not looking myself in the mirror and I'm not taking accountable for my own actions as a grown-up. The fact remains is you stayed in as an Airbnb and you overstayed. You signed paperwork with the homeowner that you would leave and take the $2,500 that she offered you to leave, and you never left, right? You've done things when the homeowner, it seems like, based off of everything that I've seen online and all the reporting in the news, that the homeowner was trying to work with you in the beginning, but you just would not pay.
Yeah. She wouldn't pay.
And this is not showing good character. It shows that you don't have integrity, right? And look, we all make mistakes. We're not perfect. None of us that are watching this right now, we are not perfect. But to come on here to this video, honestly, I wish she would have never put this out. She should have just disappeared into the night, let this thing blow over. But this video, to me, you're crying out as you're a victim. It's giving victim. And me and all my cousins here on the internet, we're just not buying the victim act. It doesn't come off genuine. It doesn't come off as you are really sorry for what you did. It just sounds like you wish you had more time. That the judge shouldn't have thrown you out.
Right.
Like, shout out to this judge. Seriously, shout out to this judge. These squatter laws need to change.
Oh boy.
Nationwide. No one should be able to just come and live in your house.
Yeah, steal your property.
And claim rights.
Exactly.
These people are trespassing. It's theft. It's ridiculous. And me, for mine,
Today's date
stuff
is...
like this is infuriating.
Okay, today's the
It's
16th.
extremely frustrating. I don't understand, how could you do this to anyone? This is not going to do any good to her, for her, right? It's no accountability. And yeah, people are going to call, like, this is the internet. You can't be out here doing all wild, crazy things. People going to blow your shit up. Like, that's just what it is nowadays. They're going to blow you up. So if you talking about you got non-for-profits and this, that, and the third, and people calling the schools, absolutely. I see why they're doing it. Like, people don't want people like this around them. This is bad energy at the highest levels, y'all. This is bad energy at the highest levels. I don't wish this on nobody. I don't, and I want to be clear with everybody. I am a person who has had a misfortune in my life, mismanagement. I am someone who has lost properties. I've fucking been homeless before. Like, I've been through the motions, right? So I get it. But you got to take accountability for your own actions. You got to sit here and you got to step up to the plate. And it might not be pretty, but you got to hold yourself accountable. Like if I'm going to make a video like this, I would have just came on here, apologized, held myself accountable, and probably cried out for help. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need help.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my situation. This is why I did what I had to do. I had no choice. I spoke to the owner about this in private. Then she went to the news. And I would have did something differently. Me personally, y'all. I don't know about y'all, but me personally, if I was in Miss Romero's position, I would have came out here different. If I'm going to make a public statement like that, because you got to know, you've been all over the news. You got people like me talking about this. Right, you got other people with big platforms on the internet talking about this. This thing is getting traction. So you got to try to use this to your advantage because, in all honesty, this is making you hot, good or bad, right? Good or bad. Do you know what they say? Good publicity and bad publicity is all the same thing, right? So if you got these non-for-profits and you got these businesses, you got all these things, I would have came out here and used this opportunity with all this attention that you're getting, and I would have used this to my advantage to try to help my situation to be better. I would have took responsibility, held myself accountable, and said, look, guys, this is the truth. This is the situation I'm in. This is why I had to do what I had to do. I have a daughter. I'm trying to feed my family. Like, I wasn't trying to be fucking malicious or anything like that. I tried my best. It wasn't working. But with you guys, I would have probably been like, you know what? I feel for this sister right here. Let's try to get her some help. She has a daughter, something, right? But this is not, to me personally, damage control done the right way. This comes out as I'm trying to be a victim and I'm trying to win sympathy. It shows a lot of entitlement. Oh, that is a good statement right there. Tupac, you are on it today in the comments. The entitlement and the audacity. And I said this the other day. Audacity. Yo, type audacity in chat. Because that's exactly what this comes across as. Audacity and entitlement. Like, what in the world is happening here? The audacity.
Sorry, I thought somebody was at the door.
Listen to this shit again. Look, listen to this first line.
Without the ones like you working tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. No matter your industry, Grainger's here for you with professional-grade supplies. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Quick, choose a meal deal with McValue. The $5 McChicken meal deal, the $6 McDouble meal deal, or the new $7 Daily Double meal deal. Each with its own small fries, drink, and 4-piece McNuggets. There's actually no rush. I'm just excited for McDonald's. For limited time only, participation may vary. Not valid for McDelivery.
I have had people reaching out to the stores that my products in. I've had people reaching out to the schools that I have mentored girls in. I've had people reaching out to organizations that I've done free events for. Mind you, about 98 to 99% of the work that I have done has been from me. Even
So you want to play victim now?
Because I've always thought there's somebody out here worse than me. Today in court, it was proven.
But this is like, if that first sentence
Take
is true,
responsibility,
and I can't
man.
discredit her for that because I don't know her and I don't know her mentoring, I don't know her background, I don't know any of this stuff. Like, none of us knows any of this stuff, right? Like, I wouldn't even came out and opened up like that. That first 40 seconds, I would have left that completely out. Right? Me personally. Left that. People calling schools. You're damn right. People calling. They're like, yo, this is the lady who mentoring my child or something that's doing the scammer shit. Oh, hell no. Right? If you were, like, as a parent, if I saw you and you was at a program that one of my children were at and you were working there or something and quote unquote mentoring, I would like call up that place like, yo, look,
Yeah.
I pay y'all too much money to have someone like this, a bad character, with around my child like this.
Exactly.
Right? Like, I wouldn't even put that out there. But let's listen to this part again.
That the false narrative that I have been staying at a place since February, and that someone has been trying to get me out since March, it was untrue.
You see, again, it's still not taking account of, I can't even watch this shit no more, y'all. It's, as I listen to this more and more and more, it just frustrates the hell out of me, right? The audacity. I've been living in a place since March, and it's not paying, and it's not true. Like, lady, they just, why did they kick you out if you wasn't paying?
Yeah.
Shout out to Lois Luck with the super chat. I appreciate it. Says she knows it's going to be hard for her to find another place to rent unless she
Exactly.
moves to another state. This is performative for
At
her
best.
home. This is performative for her next home.
Yep.
Wow. And you know what's so crazy? I heard the same thing too. Love her right. I just heard that this is not her first time she squatted. This is all over the internet saying that she is a professional squatter. I don't know how true that is. I've seen it in the comments myself. I don't know how true that is, but with behavior like this, could you put it past her? Right? Could you put it past her? Right? Habitual squatter is crazy work. Yes, Emily. Crazy work. Crazy work. But this is what people do. So, again, look, Ms. Romero, I don't know her personally. I'm just going by what we all see, what we all have read, watched over the past few days as this story has unfolded and went super viral all over the place. This is a lot of lessons in here. This is a real estate-based channel and podcast. So these are situations, us in the real estate game, we have to be mindful of. There are people out here like Miss Romero who play games, right? Who are professional tenants, who don't hold up their end of the bargain. And as we grow and we build our portfolios and we buy multifamilies for house hacking, we're buying Airbnbs, you know, all this good stuff, we have to be mindful of things like this and we have to protect ourselves. So there's a lot of lessons in this if you are going to do Airbnb, if you are going to be a landlord, especially on an Airbnb. You can't let nobody sit out here and stay in your house for 28 days or longer.
Exactly.
On an Airbnb. A week stay, 2 week stays max, and get them up out of there. Right? There's a lot of lessons. Maybe this week we'll start talking about some of the things to do to prevent these things from happening. Shout out to Emily for the super chat. I appreciate it. Emily says, got to give you your flowers every chance I get. Appreciate you for always keeping us up to date, MG. I'm house hacking because of you. Yes, Emily. House hack your life away. House hack your way to wealth, Emily. And everybody here, house hack your way to wealth. I think I want to give away my books. I think I want to give away some books.
So much more than a great insurance company. They're one of America's largest financial services companies. Like how I'm more than just Peyton Manning. I'm also motivating Manning. When I say insurance, you say financial service.
House hack your way to wealth, everybody. Shout out to Susan. She says, this is the reason that as an inner circle member, I'm fearful to take the next steps of ownership. I want to be an investor, but what the fuck? Let me tell you, Susan. First of all, shout out to my entire inner circle mentorship group. I love y'all dearly. You guys are incredible. You're amazing. Shout out to all of y'all. We had a powerful call last week. We've been having some powerful calls, and I can't wait till January for the meetup. January 24th is going to be incredible. But I would tell you, don't be fearful. Don't be fearful at all, right? Without risk, there's no reward, ladies and gentlemen. Without risk, there's no reward. And ultimately, at the end of the day, there's always going to be risk when it comes to buying real estate. House hacking, whether you're investing, there's going to be a lot of risk. You just have to educate yourself at the highest and best levels that you possibly can, and protect yourself and have your team. And ultimately, at the end of the day, look, you have to have reserves. You know, the homeowner in this particular situation, y'all, from what she was saying, that she's behind on her mortgage a couple months because of lack of payment. You know, and it's unfortunate, but it sounds like she didn't have reserves. And I tell you guys all the time on this channel, if you're gonna buy, do not buy real estate just because you can buy with no money down or low down payments and all this other shit. I always tell you guys, don't be house rich and cash poor. If you're buying a rental property, make sure you can cover that mortgage, because a tenant is not guaranteed to pay you anything. I've said this countless times. And as long as you have reserves, don't have no fear, Susan. Do not have no fear. Have no fear. Okay? Have no fear. You got this. And you got my guidance. And you got one-on-one calls to me. So like, don't be afraid. This is the dark side, and this is what I tell you guys all the time. Right? This is the dark side. Period. Alright. So let me since we're talking about this in the dark side and real estate, you guys know I got the 5-day rehab mastery boot camp coming up.
Okay, he's in there plugging his stuff. Anyways, that was the update on the mess in DC. I hope to see y'all again soon.